This is a list of the best activities to do in Boston that are not extremely expensive. Number 1, explore Boston Commons. Boston Commons is the oldest public park in the USA, opening in 1634. It consists of 50 acres of land, and Boston Commons has so much to offer, including peaceful walking areas, a nice view of the skyline, street food, vendors, there's several monuments in the park, and even a public garden. Number 2, go on a tour with somebody pretending to be a historical colonial figure. There are tours in Boston in which somebody will dress up in old style clothing and they will explain to you the history of Boston, and not just the basic details, but they will go so deep into the history that you will be amazed with what you learn. If you are a history nerd like I am, you have to go on this tour. This is a must. You can pay for this service. However, there are times that you will walk around Boston Commons and find somebody wearing a colonial style outfit, and usually they have a big group around them, and you can just follow the group and listen to the history for free. It's extremely entertaining, and the tours generally last around 2 hours. Usually, if you do pay for this tour, it will cost around $30. This leads me to my third point, which is walk the Freedom Trail. So the Freedom Trail is marked by a red line that you can follow for about 2.5 miles. This 2.5-mile path will lead you through 16 historic sites. It starts from around the Boston Commons area and it ends at the Bunker Hill Monument. You can go solo or paid to reserve a spot on a tour. A lot of times, the tours that I told you about before on my second point will lead you all the way through the Freedom Trail. However, if you want to take it easy, or maybe you're not that big of a fan of history and you just want to go for a nice walk, maybe get some food on the way, go off the Freedom Trail and go back on with a group of friends, there's nothing wrong with that either. But I will say the Freedom Trail is a must if you are in the Boston area. Number 4, watch some random improvised street performances. There is always someone extremely talented performing in the streets of Boston. Whether it's a guitarist, a singer, or Pogo Fred, you should try to find a street performance and enjoy it. It is free, although you should pay a little bit for a tip, even if it's just a few cents or $1. It really does make a difference in the day of the performer. Number 5, go explore Chinatown. Chinatown has over 50 restaurants and offers all sorts of Asian cuisines, including Japanese, Vietnamese, Thailandese, and of course Chinese food. They have small restaurants that offer boba tea, green tea, Chinese-style coffee, along with many other pastries and beverages. It really is so diverse, and even if you do not want to eat there, I highly encourage you to at least walk in Chinatown, view a few monuments, and read about the history of how Chinatown formed while you are there. 6, try a few bakeries. So while you're walking, you're probably going to get quite an appetite, so I would highly recommend snacking on a few delicious pastries or donuts or cupcakes or anything else your heart desires. In Boston, there are so many delicious bakeries. Some of them include Bova's Bakery, Brico Paneteria, Bakey, Tat Bakery, and Cafe. And there are so many more, so definitely check out some bakeries while you are there. The North End in Boston, which is commonly referred to as Little Italy, typically has the best bakeries, but you can find them anywhere. 7, Boston Haymarket. Maybe you want to be on the healthier side. Well, on the weekends, Boston has a fruit market called the Boston Haymarket. You can find fruit, vegetables, and even fish for super cheap. For example, you can find whole papayas for $1, pints of blueberries, raspberries, and blueberries for $1 or maybe $2. And sometimes you can find fruits that you can't find at your local grocery store. Plus, you are supporting local farmers. If you want the best deals, you should probably come a little later on in the day, around 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. This market is only available on Fridays, Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays. 8. Go on a city tour bus. This may be considered a little bit expensive for some because it is about $45 per day. However, if you are only in Boston for 1 or 2 days and you want to get the most out of the experience, I would highly recommend taking this bus. It will take you all around Boston, and at the end, you can just go off wherever you want and maybe explore more at a certain place that you were not able to explore earlier on in the day. Number 9. Go to Faneuil Hall Marketplace District for a bite to eat and also to shop and walk around. The Faneuil Hall Marketplace Zone consists of 4 historic buildings. The oldest building, Faneuil Hall, was built in 1742 by Peter Faneuil, who was unfortunately a horrific slave owner and slave trader. Faneuil Hall originally served the community as a marketplace and a meeting hall. The Quincy Market building was built in 1826. Today, this district is vibrant and offers hundreds of stores and restaurants. The majority of restaurants are inside the Quincy Market building, but some fancier restaurants are outside the building. Also, there are several retail stores if you want to go shopping as well. Quincy Market has every type of food that you're looking for, whether you're looking for something on the healthier side or you're looking for candy, cake, whatever you want, I guarantee it is there. They have pasta, they have Chinese food, any type of food, you name it, it is probably located inside of this building. 10. Do your own personalized monument tour. Boston has several fascinating monuments, including the Paul Revere statue, the Benjamin Franklin statue, the highly controversial Martin Luther King Jr. statue that opened in Boston Common recently, the New England Holocaust Monument, the Red Auerbach statue, the Edward Allan Poe statue. Most of these are on the Freedom Trail, but it still could be cool to do your own planned tour of the monuments at your own pace. So I hope this gives you a better idea what to do in Boston. There is so much to do, a lot of activities, and a lot of things that you can do for really cheap. So definitely keep this in mind when you're exploring, and I hope that you enjoy your trip to Boston. Until the next time.